Eastern region, let's go to Hohoe constituency. One constituency that you should also look out for because it's very, very interesting there. Solomon Ahiable Mensah is our man on that beat. Solo, good morning. Thank you for your time this morning.
Good morning, Valentina. Thank you so much for the time.
How is Hohoe faring this morning?
I might say Hohoe is very calm, atmosphere very serene, welcoming people. And I can say that starting from yesterday, as we expect the poll today, Hohoe constituency has been very calm, welcoming, where people from various areas of their destinations coming in to cast their votes or their ballots this morning. So I can say Hohoe is very calm as we speak.
How is turnout like so far at the various polling centers, the queue?
The queue, I am currently at Hohoe Post Office, Police Station A, where about a total of 406 people are expected to cast their ballot today at Hohoe Post Office Police Station. And at 8:45, when I got here, a total of 92 people casted their ballot. 45 male and then 47 female. And according to the presiding officer, Mr. Isaac Kuma Boateng, he mentioned that process began exactly 7 a.m. and from that time to now, everything has been very smooth, and they are believing that the atmosphere from this morning will continue till close of 5 p.m. today. Away from police station A, I moved to police station B, where Olivia Senam Akafo is the presiding officer. She also mentioned that a total of 405 registered persons are expected to cast their ballot today at the police station B of Post Office, Hohoe. And at this time, I can say that 53 people have voted so far, 27 male and 24 female. She also mentioned that indeed everything has been calm from the beginning till now. Security wise, everything is smooth, and the security personnel, I can see the immigration officer here and then fire officer also here. They mentioned that indeed they are not expecting any chaos or any violence by close of the poll today, because from morning up to this time, everything has been very smooth. Valentina, I can say that speaking with the electoral commissioner, the director of Hohoe constituency, Mr. Enoch Echekum, he mentioned that a total of 70,644 registered voters are expected to cast that ballot today within the 145 polling stations within the Hohoe constituency. He also mentioned preparations have been very intensive ahead of the poll today, and he's very much assured that by close of the poll today, Hohoe will emerge the winner, not a political party, but Hohoe will emerge the winner for whoever the constituent wants to elect to lead them in the next 4 years to come. So I can say briefly, Hohoe has been very calm, and we are expecting a smooth run of the process from now to close of today.
So from what you've told me, it looks like everything is okay in Hohoe. In some constituencies here in the Greater Accra region, there were some missing names. Some people couldn't find their names. Elsewhere, the BVD machines were not able to identify them. We don't have that problem in Hohoe?
Not at all. We don't have. According to the officers, the presiding officers here that I spoke with earlier, they have indicated that everything is working, no challenge, and the political party agents are also there. NDC is here, NPP is here, NDP is also here, and they mentioned that nothing when it comes to issues of problem having to do with any machine or anything having to do with the electoral process, nothing has happened, and they are expecting that by close of today, nothing will happen till the end of poll today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ahiable. But again, the question I would ask everybody: have you voted?
I am part of the special voters. I have done that.
You have done
already
that.
Last Monday.
Fantastic. Very grateful that you joined us. So, a man in Hohoe, Solomon Ahiable Mensa, 145 polling stations in the Hohoe constituency alone. We are looking at a voter population of 70,844. So far, with what I have, Aswasi seems to have the numbers. They have a voting population of 108,321, followed by Bantama, 81,629, 175 polling stations. So if the figures keep coming in after 5 p.m. and you look at them, you have to bear in mind the number of polling stations. Whilst we are in the voter region, one other constituency you should keep an eye on, Ketu South.
Very interesting constituency.
Ketu South constituency. I have an interest in that constituency.
I know, right?
So, Mr. Mpeto, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Everything okay?
Yes.
Okay, so what's happening in the Ketu South constituency?
Yes, please. We have about 293 polling stations in the voter in the Ketu South. And over here...
293 polling centers?
Yes, please.
Okay, good.
293.
Okay, good.
So, across the line, my first stop was at Al-Munawarat Islamic Academy at Aplau. So, as at 6:42, the process hasn't started, but we have 10 people in queue. So, at 9:15, across back, then we have 91 voters who have already casted their ballot. Then there is no queue actually over there. Then to Stephen Copper Primary School, also at Aplau, we have 400 people who are supposed to cast their ballots over there. And as at 7:32, 19 people are done with the process. We have no queue over there too. Then to Stephen Copper JHS, also at Aplau, then we have 289 people who are supposed to vote at that polling station. As at 7:40, we have 17 voters with 10 people in queue. Then to BNI office, locals, also at Aplau, we have 625 people who are supposed to cast their ballots over there, and we have 48 people who are done with the process as at 8 o'clock. Then we have 50 others in line yet to pass through the process. Then to Locust Basic School, we have 260 people who are supposed to cast their ballots, and we have 43 people who are done with the process as at 8:13. And there is no queue over there too. Okay. Then Akwayima Primary School, we have 246 people who are supposed to vote, and 36 are already done with the process as at 8:25. There is no queue there too. Then we have Old Global Church, polling station B. We have 382 people who are supposed to vote, and 76 are done with the process as at 8:56. And Old Global Church, polling station A, we have 383 who are supposed to vote, and 68 are done with the process as at 9 o'clock. And there are no queue at those places too. Then to community center at Rainbow, we have 556 people who are supposed to vote. As at 9:04, we have 110 people who are done with the process. Wow, that's where we are now.
So, Joanna, from what you've told us, it looks like the Ketu South people decided to go to the polls early and vote and leave the place.
Yes, as at talking to the people who were on ground, they said they were there as early as 4 a.m.
Wow.
to do what they are supposed to do.
So they started queuing at 4 a.m. Even before the EC officers started bringing the materials, they were already there waiting for them.
They are already there, so they were with the officers when they were putting everything in place.
I see. So what is the total voting population for the Ketu South constituency? Can you hear me? The entire Ketu South constituency, how many people are we expecting to vote today?
Please, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
No, Val.
Hello, is it better? Okay, we'll try and re-establish contact with Juara too and get the details. 293 polling centers so far. Ketu South seems to have the largest. Initially, it was Aswase 259. Ketu South 293 polling centers. We need to know the total number of registered voters or persons who are expected to vote today, so that we can just keep the data. And when polls close and the numbers keep coming in, it makes it easier for us to know. So if you've done like 10, 25 or 50, even 100 polling centers, you know that there's 193 more to go. So we'll just need to get that figure from Juara too. But let's stay a while longer. In the Volta region, whole central constituency, also, Dr. Richard Akplochi joins us on the line. Doc, good morning. Thank you very much for your time this morning. Do I have Doc on the line? I think I just missed Doc. So, KOJ, the concern that was raised by a reporter in the Eastern region, Ekwapim North, Ekwapim South, and also Okre constituency. What's the latest on that?
Right. So before Dr. Edward Omaneboama, that's the Director of Elections for the NDC, has responded to the validation stamp numbers, which is not supposed to be given to the polling agents. Before that, the Electoral Commission actually sent a memo or released a memo. It says that validation stamp numbers. I bring you greetings from the Electoral Commission Department and trust this memo finds you well. Regional directors are requested to inform all district electoral officers that validation stamp numbers for presidential parliamentary ballot papers should not be given to the candidates' agents. The rationale behind this directive is to prevent people from duplicating these numbers and to enable the commission identify foreign materials in the ballot box during counting. Regional directors and district directors, electoral officers must ensure that election officials comply with this directive with the seriousness it deserves.
And this is dated when?
So this is dated 5th December.
Okay, that's 2 days ago.
That's 2 days ago. Now there's a response from Dr. Edward Omaneboama, who is the Director of Elections for the NDC, and I want to read that verbatim. It says that NDC voters must commit serial numbers of validating stamps to memory and pass it on to our agents. Contrary to wisdom and law, the Willfully Criminal Electoral Commission of Ghana insists that validating stamp numbers must not be given to polling agents. So this is the NDC directive. Polling agent must, however, insist the presiding officers fill the part A and B of the pink sheet now. If that has not been done, NDC voters must commit the serial numbers of the validating stamp to memory and pass it on to agents. In conclusion, we shall defeat the incompetent NPP and the Criminal Electoral Commission in this battle. So that's what
because
Dr.
you have to fill some of the forms before voting will continue. You have to fill, and then so that we can know what's happening. So that's it. I'm
so let's go
told
back
that
to the
Dr.
region.
Richard Akplochi has joined us from the whole central constituency. Doc, good morning to you, sir.
Very fine morning to you